Welcome to the LA Story Podcast with Stevie Wilson.
Hey people, this is Stevie for the LA Story. We're here in Huntington Beach, and I would like to tell you it was sunny, but it's not. Unfortunately, yesterday it was. We're here with Debra Duneier, and we're going to be talking about things that you need to know about your beauty products and what's in them and what's not supposed to be in them, and how eco-friendly some things are and aren't, because it does make a difference what we do with our beauty products, and how many times have you opened up a product, a jar of something, and found out that it was already half the packaging was taking up the space, and you bought less than what you thought you were buying. But more importantly, what was in what you were putting on your face wasn't exactly what you thought. So Debra here is an expert, and Debra, why don't you tell me all your titles, because you've got a lot of really great credentials.
Yes, my name is Debra Duneier. I am the creator of EcoChi, and EcoChi is a system of blending green and sustainability, classical feng shui, and environmental psychology in designing your experience. And basically what this means is, as human beings, our experience affects the planet. And what we do in caring for the planet also affects us. And that this cycle is very, very holistic. And today we're going to talk about beauty products. I would like to say right off the bat is that what we put on our skin goes into our bodies. And in the United States, where there is no regulation on anything that's called a cosmetic, that can be very scary.
Yes, it can.
So, where would we like to start today? I made a little potion this morning just to show you that in your own kitchen you can make something that is really wonderful. You know what's in there. It's all natural. Take a little bit of organic honey, I would say a tablespoon, and then 3 tablespoons of half and half. It's in the refrigerator. Mix it together. Use a glass container or a glass that you have in the fridge. I'm traveling, so that was not possible. And you kind of mix it together and blend it, and you get this beautiful kind of gooey lotion. This is a cleanser. It's a honey and cream cleanser, and you just stick that on your skin. You do it on your face and rub it in. It feels so nice. And then rinse it off with some warm water, pat dry. And you have something that you made in the kitchen for yourself that really takes care of your skin in the most natural way. And you stayed away from all of these toxins and chemicals that are in the products that a lot of times aren't even listed on them. If you're not great in the kitchen or too busy to get in there, some say they can't even boil an egg, here is a really fantastic product. Another cream, and if you read the label here, everything is listed on it. That's because this product is actually from France, and in the European Union, it is a law that everything must be listed, the ingredients must be there, and there is a list of probably about 20 different toxins that are absolutely outlawed there that we find in our products here. Now you take a look at this and say, okay, it's really great for me, but is it great for the planet? Little plastic tube here. I know plastic is no good. This is actually made out of corn. It is not plastic. So it will easily be biodegradable in nature. It comes in a box. Looks like this. But when you open up the box, you don't find that little extra piece of paper in there that gives you your instructions or a story about what the product is. You actually open up the box, almost like origami, and you have the full story here. This is all recyclable paper. It is just made with a consciousness for the human beings that actually make the product and the packaging. and it's something you can be very proud of. So every little decision that we make makes a huge impact. Another thing to keep in mind is that many of us go into the drugstore and buy a lipstick, and we assume this is the only way to do this. A plastic container, there's no ingredients listed on it, and you open it up and you go, wow, I get a lot of lipstick here for the money. And when you open up this product, by the way, the name of the product is Terre au Duc, and take a look at the difference in the packaging here.
Look at this.
So we can be more conscious when we are purchasing things, because when you open this up, and look how luscious this looks, all natural ingredients, no chemicals. It is actually the same size.
Same size and amount of color.
Same amount of color, same amount of applications.
Okay, and when Debra sets this down, look at the difference in the packaging. Okay, so you don't have to have that big piece of plastic, because that's all plastic. You know that's not silver. Come on, we all know that. And look at it's the waste.
And this is made out of corn.
Oh,
it's
whoa.
Not plastic at all. So this will fully biodegrade. It's not going to be living out there in some ocean, in some animal's mouth for 500 years, kind of floating on the top of the Pacific. That's not what you have here. It will actually biodegrade over time. So a lot of consciousness in a product like this. I think the other thing to keep in mind is that the lipstick that we use actually gets ingested. So that means that we're actually eating the lipstick over time. You know, you put your lipstick on, you go out to eat, you start eating, you don't take the lipstick off, and it is going inside of your body.
Well, even when you drink a cup of coffee.
Absolutely. So it's very, very important what is in that lipstick. So in the United States, there are traces of, in some lipsticks, traces of lead, mercury, and a whole bunch of other toxins that probably you and I would not be familiar with. So I would suggest that you go to a reliable website and take a look at the different ingredients that you should be looking for in labels. If there's no label, I would say stay away. If it's made.
Debra has a list of these ingredients, and I will put them on the blog post so you can actually take a look at it, and I'll get the link for the website that she would recommend for you to check, because this is important. I know that I did something, my daughter had a science project, which was really interesting, that I did it so it was easy and she would like it, was about lip balms, because there are lip balms that are only made out of petroleum jelly, which is still an oil-based product, which who wants to put oil, like petroleum on their lips, because now it's a great block, but what it does is it dehydrates your lips, as well as you're ingesting petroleum, and it keeps you going on reapplying. But when you went to the organic ones and the ones that were more natural, and there were several of them that we used, I think we did half a dozen, and it was really amazing that even though you got to reapply them, the point is that beeswax was a whole lot better for you than petroleum.
Absolutely, and as you wear them, you're going to feel a difference on your skin and on your lips, because the petrofuels that the petroleum is made out of is going to dehydrate you. And when you're using these really fabulous beeswax and other natural oils, shea butter, and putting that on your lips, over the day you're going to notice that your lips are softer, your skin is softer. It's better for you.
Absolutely. People, we'll be right back. This is just part one of a conversation with Debra, and we'll get all the information and where you can go find her website and all the good stuff, okay? So this is Stevie saying see you soon.
Thanks for joining Stevie Wilson on LA Story. Feel free to check out other podcasts and videos. Bookmark it now. www.la-story.com.